this video is going to be a little bit longer because I have a little bit more time today. I'm just going to kind of, I guess, give a brief overview of what my last month has been. First off, this is just gorgeous behind me. I don't know if you can see the water. It just amazes me, and I'm just blessed by God every day that I get to be here. I'm sitting up on the roof right now. So I've been here for a month, and it has been such an amazing experience. At the same time, I feel like I've been here longer. Like, it feels like I've always been here almost. But then on the flip side of that, it feels like it's just been a couple days, and I'm, still getting to know people. But the relationships that our team has created has really been overwhelming, and just so amazing, so anointed by God. There's no way that everyone could have connected and bonded as well as they did without His love and mercy being intermingled there. So wonderful, so amazing. So thank you everyone for your prayers. There has just been incredible unity with all of the roommates, and after a month, that's pretty incredible to not have major disruptions or meltdowns or any little conniptions. It's just, I feel like God has so blessed all of the time here, and I just praise Him every day for it. We decided about a week ago, we prayed about and found out where we were going on outreach. I give a brief update about that. We're split into 3 teams. One team is going to Chiapas and Tabasco. That's my team. One team is going to Mexico City in the Dominican Republic. One team is going to Panama. And the way God orchestrated and put the teams together really amazes me. Just His providence and obviously wisdom, because He's God, but it really is remarkable. Yep, I was blown away by that. Totally lost my train of thought. Try not to say too much. Anyway, that's currently what we're doing, is preparing for that. Since we're still operating as one team, since we are split into 3 different groups, we now have one day of a week where we split into those 3 group parts, and we begin actually preparing for our outreaches. We had a time of prayer and intercession this morning. I'm going to do that every Saturday morning. We just meet up here on the roof and just pray for an hour or so. Just pray over the specific teams and the specific places, because it's so important to cover the places we're going in prayer, and to send forth those prayers and begin penetrating the spiritual realm before we even get there. So that's something we're going to be doing, and prayers will be appreciated there, because anytime you're doing something so active in the spiritual realm, you're putting yourself into the realm of spiritual warfare, and just continued grace and perseverance, I think, for all of the students is really key at this point. That's kind of where everything's at as far as the school goes. We just spent a week in Tijuana, which was good, but I think everybody's really happy to be back. Ensenada is our home, and so we have the weekend. We have today, which is Saturday, and tomorrow Sunday, and then all of the students from Tijuana, it's 50-some students, I believe, are coming here to Ensenada, and it will be an interesting week. We have a smaller base here in Ensenada. It's a beautiful base, and I love it. It's so homey. It's smaller though, and so it'll be, the Tijuana base is much larger. It's much more like going to a resort or a hotel. They have a whole campus. They have housing, and they have rec rooms, and it's just large. And it was nice. It was kind of like a vacation, but I don't think there was one member of the Ensenada team that was not excited to come back, which is such a blessing in itself, that we find more value in the family atmosphere and in the surrounding of the community here in Ensenada than in nice things, than nice rooms, nice beds, nice bathrooms. But pray for grace for the Tijuana students, because coming from that to here, I think, will be a stretch. It will be interesting. So much fun though. It'll be good. It'll be great. We have an amazing speaker coming in. I know that lives are going to be impacted, and so excited. I have been learning how to surf, which just excites me beyond anything. I love it, because it's always been a dream of mine, and living in Minnesota, that hasn't been able to come to much of a head. But last Saturday and this Saturday, they have a ministry down on the beach, and Mambo, one of the local men here, he brings people out and teaches them how to surf, and I got to go last Saturday, like I said, and today, and my arms are kind of covered in a little surfer's rash, but it's fun, and I'm learning and picking up on it fairly quickly, I believe. I feel like I am, and if I'm not, nobody's telling me otherwise, so I feel good about myself. But it's great. I was so blessed, and I uploaded a couple videos when we were in Tijuana. It's about a 20-minute walk from the base to the beach, but the last 2 mornings we got up at about 6 a.m. and walked down to the beach and did our quiet time, and both mornings I was just blessed to see. The first morning, I believe I saw 5 dolphins out there swimming, and the second morning I saw 8, and the second morning is the one that I had my video camera out and was able to capture some of those on film, so I uploaded those videos. They're just, diving in and out of the waves. But it was such a blessing to me because I love the ocean and I love the animals and all the creatures in there, and I've never actually seen a live dolphin before, and it's just such a blessing to me. And I was praying that first morning. I was just selfishly, I was praying, God, just let me see. I want to see so many dolphins. Let me see dozens of dolphins. And I was just praying out this selfish little prayer, and I just felt God stop me and tell me, I'm not only going to let you see dolphins, but I'm going to let you swim with the dolphins someday. And that just blessed my heart. It made me so happy. And to know that God cares about little things like that, little desires and things that he puts in our hearts is just such a great feeling. He is so faithful and so good. And I think that's something that probably the biggest takeaway for me over this first month is just recognizing and really grasping onto his faithfulness and the fact that he is so faithful to us, and there's nothing we can do to change that. We can turn our faces from him, we can completely turn away from him, but he's always right there. And I think for me personally, I've always seen being faithful as something that's so one-sided. So to me, I need to be faithful to God, I need to be faithful to him, but it's not just that, it's him being faithful to us, and he truly, truly is, and he loves us so much, and he doesn't, not that he doesn't care, but he isn't going to turn away from us if we turn away from him. He's still going to be right there with us. And to really grasp onto that idea has completely transformed my life. It's completely changed the way I pray, the way I think about God, the way I perceive him. Completely transformed my life, and is just such an honor for me to be here and to be in his presence daily, and to have no responsibility other than being in his presence and learning about him and his faithfulness. Even my current project, we read a book on the Holy Spirit, and we have to write a book report, and I'm being blessed just by writing the book report. The things that he's opening my eyes to just about his Holy Spirit and about his Trinity and the goodness of him is really remarkable, and it's something that I sadly haven't had the dedication in my life to learn. But in this atmosphere, since that's my purpose and that's what I'm here for, I can just spend hours meditating on him and just concentrating on his goodness. I can spend hours in prayer, and I don't have to be worried about rushing off to work or even friends or family. It's just like my solo little world here. It's just me and God, and that's what I'm here for. And I'm so blessed. There literally aren't words to describe it. But I want to thank you all for your support, and I've gotten a couple letters and it just made me so happy. Just blessed me, and I'd like to ask for continued prayer, prayer for financial support. I know that God's going to come through, and I'll probably be sending out a couple update letters and let you know a little bit more in depth where everything's at and the needs, but not only for me, but for all of the students here. There's some great financial need within the school, and so just be praying about that. I know that God will come through and provide. But prayers are always appreciated, and prayer for the families back home, because I'd hope that my family misses me, and I know that that kids being out of the home, even young adults, just being away from home, it dramatically affects the home atmosphere. And just pray that God will just really create peace there, and that there will be no resentment or bitter feelings for students being here for as long as we are. I pray it's just that the experience here can be a blessing for not only the students but for the families as well. And I think that's about it. I'm at about 10 minutes, which is too long for a video, and I can keep talking. But that's about where everything's at. It's been a month, and I'm just blown away. I'm so excited. 2 months left of lecture phase, and then we'll be going out on our outreach. And I probably won't be able to do many updates during that, just because I don't believe there'll be much internet access. We're going to lots of indigenous tribes, and we'll be in the jungle a lot. I don't even know if there'll be electricity where we're going, but I've heard there's great food, so it's all good. But I'll be updating as well as I can. The Wi-Fi here isn't the greatest, but I'm doing my best. So I love you all, miss you all. Thank you for your prayers and your support, and I am praying for you as well. God will bless you very well with this. Thank you so much.